procedure. That way the customers never get anything less than the bill.
Welcome back everyone to Roach's Joint. And today, I'm joined by Jebus.
What's up, everybody?
Jebus is going to stay almost completely anonymous. You're only going to hear his voice because who knows? He might be Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson might still be alive and it might be Jebus. We don't know. But today, Jebus, guess what we're doing?
What's that?
We're going to learn how to make pizzas at Pizza Hut.
Oh, shit.
Now, see, me and Jebus both worked at Pizza Hut in high school.
Yeah.
But this video is from 1988, and so it's before our time in the 2000s. So this is the old school way of making pizza. So let's start the video and learn how to make some pizzas. Yeah, we read books, they'd give us a pizza. I wonder if they still do that.
Get the little rainbow badge or whatever.
Yeah. It made
Okay, Julie, are you all ready to learn how to make a pizza the right way?
Making it great. Yes, I'm ready.
She
Are we
said
going to
the
cook
thing.
pizzas now?
Well, there's a lot more to it than just cooking. In fact, that's probably the easiest part. But let's start this process at the beginning. First of all, are your hands washed?
Sure are.
Good, mine too. All right, let's say an order for a pizza comes
It really
in.
does.
You'll read it and you'll get started on the pizza making process right away. You have to act fast. Just think, the sooner you get that pizza in the oven, the sooner our customers will be biting into it and tasting how delicious it is.
And they'll have me to thank.
That's right.
kinda
Because
cocky.
we're not just making pizza. We're creating an experience for our
They did
customers.
spend their
Think of
money.
it as making pizza that makes customers happy.
I like that.
Our customers expect the same high quality product and service every time they come to a Pizza Hut.
He's gonna
And
come
that's
in and
true
flip
whether it's a
everything
busy
up.
Friday evening or a quiet Tuesday afternoon. Our job is to make sure they're never disappointed.
I won't let them down.
Quality.
You know,
Now, this one looks
we used
good.
to like squirt the
See,
oil.
if the dough weren't right, if it was
Yeah,
stuck to the
it
separator,
looked like
or it
a
was
big
too flat,
frozen
or it had
biscuit.
air bubbles in it,
And
then
we'd
the
squirt
finished
the oil
pizza
in the
wouldn't
pan
be
and just
right.
drop it
And
in
our
there.
customers wouldn't get the
Put it in
best
the
possible
retarder.
product.
Which they deserve every time they visit
Oh,
Pizza
do you
Hut.
remember when those, what was it, the breadstick pans
Yeah.
and those ones? They had so much just nasty crap on it.
Skip that commercial. Oh, it is. And they'd be really hot when they'd come out.
Yeah.
Now, pan pizza is easy to top. First,
We start with the sauce.
and you get the right amount from the spec chart. We go to this chart that says bottom, sauce, and cheese. And we go down to where it says sauce, and we see that a small gets 1 level spoon, a medium gets
they
2
dumbed it
spoons,
down
and a
lot
large
when
gets
we were
3
there.
spoons.
Because remember,
So,
we just had
what do we
different
do?
colored
Teaspoons?
Right.
And,
Now we keep our sauce right here with our other refrigerated items. We
Oh,
keep this
yeah,
lid closed,
no,
except for when we're
ours
making a
is dumbed
pizza.
down a lot.
Yeah.
First,
We put that ring
spread the sauce to within a quarter to a half inch of the edge.
Ring that we would sit on it. And you
Now
just
for a
dump the
medium
sauce
pan
and
pizza,
then
2
down
spoons
there.
equals 5 ounces. Be sure not to pour the sauce onto the center of the dough, and don't press down with the spoon because that could cause the pizza to be undercooked.
It seems easy enough.
It is. Just be sure to do it exactly this way every
She said it
time.
seemed easy.
Any variance
She
wouldn't be
definitely
making it
looked
great.
confused.
Now, on our pizzas we use 2 layers of cheese. The bottom cheese,
And the top cheese, right?
right. Since we measure the cheese, we'll just calibrate the scale with this bowl on it. Just put a clean bowl on the scale, zero it out, and then you're ready to go. That way we can leave the bowl on the scale and only measure what's in it.
That makes sense.
Now,
We did, I know.
we'll put some cheese in the bowl and we'll measure it out to the proper weight according to the spec chart.
Let's see. Bottom cheese, medium pizza.
Good. Now we'll measure out the exact amount and then place the cheese on top of the sauce. Again, starting at the outside and working toward the center.
That doesn't look too hard.
It's not. Just remember to spread the cheese evenly and try not to go beyond the sauce, because that would burn and look bad.
We wouldn't want that.
Now, this order is for a medium pan pizza with pepperoni and green pepper. So what do we put on first?
I don't know. Oh, I look on the spec chart, right?
Right.
Let's see. Medium pizza, pepperoni. 2 columns, single and multiple. Which do I look under?
Well, the single column is for single topping pizzas, like a medium pepperoni pizza. And the multiple column is for pizzas with multiple ingredients, like the one we're making.
Okay, let's see.
Like
Here it is.
explained it to me.
I'll let you do this part. What does that mean?
Here, I'll show you. 1, 2, 3, 4.
She teaching her how to count?
There. Notice how I started at the outside and worked my way towards the center, placing the pepperoni evenly.
Got it. Green peppers next?
Yes? Did you look at the spec chart?
Uh-huh. Do I measure into here?
Yes.
Oh man, it's gonna take them forever to make this fucking pizza.
Now what?
Good. Now, place the green pepper on the pizza, starting at the outside and working your way towards the center. Just like I did with the sauce and the cheese and the pepperoni. That's good. Place them as evenly
She
as
was
you
all excited
can.
to make these pizzas. They're like, it's pepperoni and green peppers. She's got the green peppers in both, so no, what do I do?
That's good. We're always careful to avoid center loading the topping because it could cause the pizza to be undercooked in the middle.
I wouldn't want that if it was my pizza. What's next?
Well, there are 2 more ingredients. Miss Fairy Dust.
Whoa, fairy dust.
That's right. Pizza Hut fairy dust. It's just a little magic ingredient that we have for making it great.
Okay.
You'll see. All right, for the top cheese, how much do we need?
Let's see. Here it is. Can I do it?
Sure.
There's no way
Okay.
she weighed that out.
I spread the
perfectly at
cheese over the top
first. She
of
didn't
everything
understand putting
else,
the green peppers
but
in the
not on the edge of the pizza.
Right.
pizza. She's trying to move it along to get to the fairy dust.
How's that?
That's good. Now we'll just make sure it's perfect. And now it's time for the fairy dust. This amazing substance is fairy dust. And it magically transforms our ingredients into the perfect Pizza Hut pizza.
Come on.
Okay.
Rule number
Actually,
1 with
it's a
fairy
careful
dust.
blend of
Never
cheese
get
and
high on
spice.
your own
But it
supply.
really does give our pizzas that extra delicious touch. And we're very careful about the number of shakes we use. You can check the spec chart for the
This
right
shit's
amount.
expensive.
You really do call it fairy dust.
That's right. And now, you see what a delicious and perfect Pizza Hut pan pizza looks like before it goes into the
That's what I told
oven.
you it was called.
Now, we just put it here on the conveyor.
You think I was bullshitting you?
Notice how the pizza starts completely outside of the oven. It'll be done in just a few minutes. These ovens are calibrated to perfectly cook a pizza as it travels through the oven. Now, while we're waiting for that to cook, why don't we talk about some of the other products you'll be making?
Great.
First of all, there's thin and crispy pizza. Thin and crispy pizza is the original Pizza Hut pizza. Of course, it's been fine-tuned over the years, all part of making it great. Now, as far as making the pizza goes, the main difference between thin and crispy pizza and pan pizza is the dough preparation. Pan pizza dough is portioned in pans and kept under refrigeration, but thin and crispy pizza crusts are made to order. Now, pan pizza proofs individually in the pans, but thin and crispy pizza dough rises in this container. Whenever you get an order for thin and crispy pizza, you have to prepare the crust. The only exception is during rush times, we might prep a few thin and crispy pizza shells in advance so that we can get them in the oven quickly.
Because our customers count on us to make it fast.
Yeah.
Right, and I'll show you how. Now, do you
Don't
remember the
always
safety
use some
procedures
brain.
you learned about the dough roller?
I sure do.
Good, because we're going to be putting them into practice right now. First of all, you have to check the calibration of the dough roller to make sure that it delivers the proper dough weight. So you estimate about 3 ounces more than the finished dough. It's right here on the dough weight chart. So you pull out a chunk that you estimate is 3 ounces more than the weight on the spec chart.
Wait, what?
You'll get used to making these estimates, but for now we'll weigh the dough out. You form the dough into a flat circular patty by turning the dough around in your hands and folding the outside edge
Oh,
under.
no.
Then you flatten the patty to about 1 inch high by pressing down on top of it. Then you drop it into the top chute on the dough roller. Keep your fingers away from the chute and catch it as
I
it
bet
comes
somebody
out.
lost their
Then you turn
fingers.
it sideways and put it into the lower roller. Make sure that it goes into there evenly.
Got it.
All right, as it comes out, you catch it on the back of your hands, being careful not to pull it or stretch it. That would cause thin spots or tearing, and we'd have to start all over. Then you place the dough evenly in the pan and press it into place, making sure that there are no air bubbles. Next, you trim off the excess dough with the dough trimmer. We keep the scraps separate from the rest of the dough so it can rejuvenate. We can use the excess dough to make more pizzas after it's been in the separate bucket for 2 hours. Now we'd weigh the first shell to make sure the dough roller was set right. You see, if it was set too thick or too thin, the weight would be up. Pre-pan thin and crispy pizza dough.
Wait. You mean to tell me
She's about to do all that? That's too much, man.
how long would it take to get a pizza? Like,
Can I get one thin crust? No problem. We'll be there in 2.5 hours. I'll burn that.
and then some of the people we work with.
You better make
You
it
can
full.
adjust the dough roller so that the next one is right on target. Okay. Pre-pan thin and crispy pizza dough should look just like this. It should reach all the way to the edge, no air bubbles, no holes, and no cracks. If it doesn't look just right, we have to throw it away and start over.
Check.
But this one looks just right. You ready to give it a try?
Sure.
For us, it was the delivery drivers that prepped everything.
Then we would put a separator
Cooks never
between
touched
each
it.
one, and we would mark the separator with the time that we did it. Pre-rolled thin and crispy pizza crusts are only good for 30 minutes because after that they start to dry out.
Yeah,
So
y'all
we
hear
throw
that?
away
Delivery
any
drivers
pre-canned
prep
dough
it.
that we
Tip
don't
them, you
use
son of a
right away.
bitches.
Really throw it away? You bet.
And they wash the dishes and sweep the floor, mop the floor, take all the trash out.
Yeah.
We call this our first. But say we were going to use this dough right away. Then we would perforate it.
Perforate it?
Right, with this perforator. We only perforate the bottom of the dough, not the sides. So you make one firm pass over the surface of the dough,
So they gotta do
and then
more
one
to
right
it.
up the middle. That prevents bubbles,
dude,
and then
no.
you're done.
And how do we do toppings
Now I
for thin
remember
and
that
crispy
thing.
pizza?
Exactly the
Remember
same
the
way you do for a
handle?
pan
If it was
pizza.
blown up
There's
too much,
no
roll
difference
that
in
thing over
toppings
it.
for a pan pizza and a thin and crispy pizza, except that you go right to the edge with your sauce and cheese and toppings. We don't leave a half-inch border.
Like we did when we topped the pan
And the
pizza.
entire
Right.
showing.
Which,
of
by the way, is out of the oven.
I could have made
Come on,
like
I'll show you how to
40
take it out and serve
right
it.
now.
Yeah.
We always use a pan gripper, and we always
I
wait
remember
till the
those
pizza
things.
is completely out of the oven before we remove it. You see, we wouldn't want the pizza to be undercooked. Anyway, when any pizza is completely out of the oven to the last inch, we check it for quality. It has to look great or it doesn't go to the customers.
This one looks great to me.
It does. It's completely cooked. All pan pizzas should be golden brown and the cheese should be thoroughly melted. See? Just like on the cooking chart. If it doesn't look great, we start over. All our
It doesn't
pizzas
look
stage
great,
or
Joe.
set for 30 seconds before cutting. We'll use this cutting board.
Yeah, dude, I loved when cooks messed the orders up. Just came straight to our
And-
table.
This rocker knife.
They
Be sure
have
to
to
hold it
lock.
like this and cut all the way through the crust. This is a medium pizza, so it gets cut into
To
8
me,
slices.
that was the worst.
A small
job
gets
that
cut into
pizza
6,
had.
and a
Being
large
into
gets cut
that
into
oven
12.
doing that.
Now, if it's a carryout,
Simplest
you have
job
to
in
use
the
one of
world,
those
but it's like
boxes.
1,000
Make
pizzas
sure
to
you
make.
use a
I
box
got
support
something I
and an
can share.
insert.
What you
If the
got?
pizza's going
I learned this from Chris Jericho's first book,
Yeah.
right? So, when you work at a pizza place, and you know you got to eat, you know, the messed up pizzas, drivers eat them.
Right.
So, about an hour before you come in, you could call, like, you know, hit the thing on to disguise your number. You
Yeah.
call and change your voice, and you order your favorite pizza. Or you do it online under a fake name, you order your favorite pizza. And then when you get to work in an hour, you say, hey, this pickup, it's been like an hour and 30 minutes, this pickup's still not here. Can we eat it? And then you get to eat your favorite pizza.
Hell yeah. That's genius.
It works.
Oh man. Dude, we had one guy. This was. Oh man, we had this one delivery driver. Like, all right, pizza's been out 2-3 hours. Who cares? We're gonna eat it, man.
Right.
We're all young, well, depending. We had some like older dudes in there, but this dude would like see a 2-day-old pizza that somehow had not made its way to the trash can and would just devour it.
Oh.
Like, we got hot pizza cooking at all times. What's wrong with you?
And there's always pizza.
Yeah.
You remember the buffet? If you ever worked the daytime, did you ever work the daytime shift where they had the buffet? Like, those pizzas can only be up there like a certain amount of time.
Yeah, they just throw them back on the delivery
Yeah,
table.
and so like, and especially was it Tuesday nights we'd have buffet.
Yeah.
So Tuesday nights when you got to work, there'd be 10 pizzas on the driver table.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I wouldn't eat the 2-day-old pizza. There's always pizza.
Yeah.
Like, just depending on whether, you know, you were willing to eat it.
Yeah.
This is going to be served here. You'll put it back in the pan and place the pan and a spatula on a cork pad in the pickup area. The server will do the rest.
No, the customer will do the rest when they bite into my delicious pizza. Delicious pan pizza and delicious thin and crispy pizza. What more could a customer?
Personal pan pizza.
Product you'll need to know about.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Personal pan pizza is a smaller version of our popular pan pizza, like the one we just
Becky's
made.
Hook?
It's a lunchtime favorite because it gives our customers that big pizza flavor in a lighter
How
lunchtime
blank your face
size.
is.
And it's also ready fast, which is very important to our lunchtime customers.
I've had that before. I bet you
She's
make a whole
lost.
bunch of those every day.
We do. And that's why, depending on our prep list, we're going to be pre-topping some of them for the lunch rush.
That's a good idea. Do we make them the same way as we make the larger pan pizzas?
Almost, but
Almost.
there are a few important
They're
differences.
small, though.
First of all, we stamp personal pan pizza doughs after they've been proofed
I
to give
remember
them
that
the right
thing.
shape and get them ready for topping. Also, because the topping amounts are much smaller, we use scoops to measure them. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same. But we'll be going over personal pan pizzas in more detail
I remember
later.
one night,
Sounds good. There sure is a lot to know about making it.
I got this order, and it was like far out. Like, it was a good, you know, ways from where we delivered.
Yeah.
Like, and it was pouring down rain, and they ordered double anchovies.
Sick bastards.
Dude, my car smelled like rotten ass for 2
Oh,
weeks.
man.
Like,
Just opening the can inside of the Pizza Hut, because you got that oven right behind you. It's like immediately just baked 80-year-old, not washed in 4 days, just rank coochie juice. Oh my god.
yeah, that's exactly what it was. People would eat it. People would eat it. Like, I never understood it. We'll see if Becky learns about it.
About making it great.
I'll show you what you need to know to be a professional. For now, just keep in mind that it's your job to make sure our customers get the best quality pizza we can give them every time they're here, with no shortcuts and no compromises.
Personal
Personal
fan.
pan.
Everything you need to know will be waiting right here to
No
guide you.
breadsticks,
Just
no
remember
cheese
to follow
sticks.
the instructions exactly and you'll be just fine.
And so will the pizzas, right?
Right. Now, are you ready to try your hand at topping a thin and crispy pizza?
Hey, I'm not just making pizza, I'm making it great.
She said it again. She said making it great
Now,
like 4
let's go over the special topping procedures for hand-tossed traditional pizza. It has several unique ingredients, so there are some special ways that we make it great.
I think so.
Now, the dough master will have pre-portioned and panned the dough. So when you remove it from the refrigerator, just check it for quality and make sure the dough extends all the way to the bottom of the rim. For saucing, you'll spread on some of our special hand-tossed traditional
Remember there used
pizza
to be
sauce
a
to
keg
between
there?
the first
That went
and
away real
second
quick.
perforation marks from the
Why is
outer
this keg
edge.
empty? There's
Be
only
sure that
4
you
beers
don't go
ordered.
beyond that outer perforation mark. Then you'll distribute the bottom cheese out to that same line. Then the toppings go on to within half an inch of the edge. Now, when you distribute the top cheese, be sure once again that you don't go beyond that outer perforation line. And make sure that
Wait,
the cheese and
is this thin
toppings
and crispy?
completely
Is that
cover
the
the
hand
sauce.
toss?
As always, avoid center loading. Then you'll
It
clean up
kinda
the
looks
outside
like the
edges
hand toss.
and shake on the proper amount of fairy dust, just like we do with pan
Fucking
pizza
fairy
and thin and
dust.
crispy pizza. Don't worry, all of these instructions are included on the
Yeah, I
station
think it
guides.
is.
And And the job
But think
aid
these uniforms.
near the make table will give you the proper ingredient amounts.
Who at
That's all there
Pizza
is
Hut
to it.
headquarters was like, hey man, we need some
That
shit
pizza will
brown.
give him a reason to come back.
Like,
There's one more product you need to know
Did you ever
about.
see that show, Welcome Back, Kotter?
That's a
Make
rich
everybody
double
look like
crust
that.
Italian pie, and customers can choose from a variety of delicious fillings.
That sounds delicious. Do we make it the same way as we make pizza?
Sort of.
Delicious fillings.
When we make
Sounds
priazzo, we
delicious.
use 2 layers of dough. First, we fill the bottom dough with
Wait, what is
hand-tossed
this?
traditional sauce and/or filling according to the order. Then we add the triple cheese blend according to the spec chart.
This is the thing.
Then we
So
roll,
there's-
perforate, and layer on the top dough.
Shit.
what are they doing? Is this like a pizza pot pie?
Oh, these son of a bitches are playing with my
And we top
emotions.
that dough with the proper sauce using a personal pan pizza
More
spoon.
sauce.
We add more cheese blend
It's like
and
a
top
legit
that with
pizza
fairy
pie.
dust.
The
So we
fucking
cook it
fairy
the same
dust,
way as we
man.
cook pizza.
What's in
Well,
it?
we use one of these heat pins to make sure all the ingredients are completely cooked. The heat pin helps make sure the heat is evenly distributed, but otherwise the cooking procedure is the same.
That's some pie.
What the fuck, Pizza Hut?
Is it over? They're not going to show it to us?
Bro, when's that thing coming back? And what the fuck is it?
They're not going to.
1988.
Wait.
That was called Pizza Hut The Sweats. You can order it for $19.99.
Wait.
And customers can choose from a
Priazzo.
That sounds
The Ozzo stuffed pizza.
Priazzo stuffed pizza.
Hold on.
That's wild.
P-I-A.
ZZO. Stuffed pizza, I think it was called.
Let's see. Chicago style. It looks like it's a Chicago style.
Yeah, it's just turned it into a pie. It's got bread on top and bottom.
Yeah.
I guess that pizzone crap is what replaced it for us. Remember that? It
Yep,
was like
yep,
half
yep,
of
yep.
one of those.
Wait. Do you remember the little pizza slice that used to talk?
Yeah. Oh man, was it Pete? No. Oh man, yeah.
Let's see, the Pizza Hut.
He was like competition for Stickly. Remember him?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Pizza Hut, talking pizza, something like that. Check it out.
Talking pizza. Yeah, there we go. There it is.
That's it.
There it is.
Head. Pizza Head.
Pizza Head. Let's watch this. It's just. I think this is just a.
Hey, everybody! I'm on my way to Pizza Hut to get a Goosebumps Kids Pack! Yay!
Almost there.
Hey, this isn't the right way.
Scarecrow Steve says it
To me
is.
as a kid, this made Pizza Hut better than it.
Right.
Like honestly, kind of like Domino's taste a little better, but I didn't give a fuck.
Perfectly safe from there.
Okay.
Relax. The Goosebumps
They were
guys just
marketing
want you
directly to
for
us.
dinner. See you in the next lifetime. Now
And
you
the
can
Noid
free
was
Coolidge
scary.
Goosebumps glow and tell story cards.
You guys
You
like?
got
Look,
Pizza Hut
I'm gonna throw them up on the screen. We're gonna put the
Now it's
Noid
time for the
and we're
pizza
gonna
action.
put
Hey, everybody!
Pizza Head.
Pizza Hut makes their
Which one would you rather buy pizza from?
That's right, Pizza
Hey,
Hut.
that's all
Here's
I'm
your friend
saying.
Chef Steve to explain.
Oh, hi, Chef. Hey, wait a second. He's not a chef.
Sure he is. He just wants to show you how they make thin and crispy pizza.
It's kind of like
Of course,
Mr.
there's
Bill.
Bigfoot pizza.
You
Yeah.
remember Mr. Bill from Saturday Night
But my
Live?
favorite, pan pizza.
It's kind of like the same guy. I bet
Well, that's all
Saturday
for
Night
today,
Live
kids.
sued
See
him.
you
So
next
right
time.
there, how the Pizza Hut looks, how the roof goes up and then kind of has that extra jut up. So remember back in the day, if any of y'all have never worked at a Pizza Hut, here's a secret. So in the back, there's the little drop down where you can go up into the attic storage, whatever. And then up in the attic, there's another drop down. And that little extra jut up it's almost like a wall up there. You step up into it, there's a bunch of AC units, like you can pop your head down, look at customers and stuff. And back in the day, we used to close it down. It'd be like, what, 2 a.m.,
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that. We'd go up there, drink beer. I remember I had a paintball gun one time. We were just like shooting shit off. Like, dude,
I remember that story.
yeah. Dude, we used to party in Pizza Hut at like 2 a.m. Be like 3 people. We set up a damn gaming system on the back TV, playing like Mortal Kombat. Oh man, surprised we didn't get fired.
I remember when you were dressing as a clown.
Oh yeah, yeah. So this was before, like, what is it? A worker's permit 16 or something?
Yeah.
So I had to be like 15. I was looking for money, and my brother ran a Pizza Hut the next town over, and he called me up one day and was like, "Hey man, we got a kids night." It's like Tuesday, Thursday.
It was Tuesday. Yeah.
And he's like, "We need a clown. Nobody wants to do it. Will you come up here?" And I was like, "Bro, and how much?" He was like, "I'll give you $25." I was 15. That sounded like a shit ton of cash. I was like, "Bro, I'm on the way." Drove up there. So at 15, I had a full-on beard. Like, full-on beard. I was not going to shave my beard for $25 a week. Just wasn't going to happen.
Right.
So my brother paint my face all up like a clown, and I just have a beard sticking through the paint. Like, literally looked like some homeless dude they just grabbed behind the dumpster. And he taught me how to make like 2 balloon animals, a dog and like a flower. And I'd normally ruin the flower, and I'd just be giving kids dogs or penises. Like, here's one or the other, go away. And then he had the bright idea, "Hey man, I'm gonna get you some face paint. Paint the kids' faces." And I'm like, "Dude, I can't even draw. Like, what are you talking about?" So one kid came up and was like, "Hey man, I want Michael Jordan's numbers on my face." And I put the wrong numbers on. He got mad at me. Another little girl wanted a butterfly, and like I put too much paint, and it's just running down her face. She screams, runs off for her dad. Oh man, I couldn't wait to get a worker's permit. I was like, this is the most humiliating job in the world. And then I got a job and worked at Pizza Hut. Go figure.
Yeah, I worked at Papa John's for a while, and we had a costume. It was called Mr. Slice, where it looked just like Pizza Head. It's just a slice of pizza with a face on it.
Huh.
And like whenever I got delivery drivers made me mad, whenever
Yeah.
that would be their punishment. I was like, "Hey, you got to go outside and wear the Mr. Slice costume for 15 minutes and dance side of the road."
I had to do that too. I remember there was one day, no kids were in there. My brother was like, "Here's a Pizza Hut sign, go swing it on the side of the road." And I was like, "Woo, look at me, I'm those crackheads."
Those guys make like, and it's not good money, but they make like $12 an hour to like twirl the signs in bigger cities.
Hey bro, that's better than some people make an hour.
You go out there for a couple hours. And I think, like, in bigger cities, they're like a union where, you're a sign dude, and you'll go to, like, different places and twirl signs. There's an art to it.
You seen the, I think it was like a insurance commercial or something. The dude sitting there on his couch, like, "My arms get bigger." A little sign flipper, like, flexing with it, and his wife's like, "Yeah, baby, they're getting bigger."
Hey guys, for some reason we kind of forgot to film an outro, so if you made it this far, thank you so much. Consider hitting that subscribe button. If you want to, hit the like button. It really helps the algorithm. And if you really want to support the channel, consider ordering one of our Hopeless t-shirts. We'll put the link below. So until next time, I'm Roach. This is my joint. I can't get it lit because I left the fan on. Bye guys.